Hey guys, it's Luke and Susan here with the Outdoor Gear Review, and today we're doing Campers Cafe. We will be trying out Packit Gourmet Market Pasta Puttanesca. This could be a lunch or a dinner.
As you all can see, this features the new packaging from Packit Gourmet. So if you haven't tried them out in a while, this will be different when you get it. Now here on the front, you can find all sorts of information. First off, this is a cook in a pot meal. So you will need a pot, which we happen to have. This is one serving. You need 16 ounces of water. It takes 15 minutes to make. And this package here is 720 calories. 16 grams of fat, 2 grams of saturated fat, 1,150 milligrams of sodium, 24 grams of protein, 26 grams of sugar.
This meal here, it's basically pasta with vegetables in a marinara sauce. So we're gonna have carrots, mushrooms, spinach, and zucchini. Luke and I wanted to do this for Campers Cafe mainly because we wanted to show you not all meals are cook-in bag meals for camping. So we're going to get this open and start following the directions. We're going to be boiling 12 ounces of water in our cook pot, and we're going to be cooking the pasta separate from the other ingredients. So let's get started. Our water is now at a rolling boil, so it's time to pour in the pasta. There's some seasoning in here. All of that's going to go in the pot along with our little package of olive oil. Now we need a timer for 9 minutes, and we're going to let that pasta boil. Moving along with the steps, the next thing is to start mixing up our marinara sauce. So we're going to take the marinara, pour this into the main meal pouch. We're adding cold water to this one, 4 ounces. And we're going to be stirring this, sealing it up, and setting it aside as the pasta continues to cook. So basically time is about up. We have a few seconds left, and we're going to take the pasta and pour it back into the bag with the marinara sauce. And then we have about 5 more minutes of total cooking.
So now Susan's putting the bag inside of the cozy.
We wait 5 more minutes and then we can eat.
I cannot wait to try this.
It looks really great.
Yeah, it does look good.
Looks like a good pasta. It's not runny.
Smells great.
It does.
So it is time to eat. Let's start with observations. First off, in my opinion, I think this looks very good.
It does look good. I'm having deja vu of sitting in this exact spot in the sun eating pasta or something really weird like that.
Yeah.
And I can say that this looks a lot better. This looks like real pasta.
Yeah, I think it was Wise Company lasagna, and it was like slop.
It was so runny, and I'm not sure, but this is not runny.
This does not look like slop.
The Parmesan cheese is a nice touch.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, very fancy. It looks fancy.
yeah,
It's not what you would expect with like a backpacking meal.
that's right.
Smell-wise, it's awesome.
Smells great. Smells like marinara. Smells Parmesan cheese.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's
right.
give it a shot.
Let's try it.
All right, ladies first.
Okay. All right, let's talk about what you're thinking.
Okay. Very plain Jane.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very plain Jane. I taste marinara sauce. I taste the noodles. There's a slight hint of like Italian seasoning that kind of comes up at the end. And that's pretty much it.
If you told me I was eating carrots, spinach, mushrooms, zucchini, I would not believe you.
No.
Where are they at?
That's a really, really good question. What's supposed to be in this?
The packaging says that it is a gemelli pasta with a vegetable-rich tomato basil marinara, carrots, mushrooms, spinach, and zucchini. So now that I'm reading that, I'm thinking all of that is in the sauce. I just had pictured it was actually chunks of vegetables in it.
Yeah.
You know, I see a lot of flakes and stuff. Again, I just thought that that was the seasoning.
Whatever's in there is blended up so well that you cannot really say that this is that or this is this.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that's a little bit of a shame. You know, flavor-wise, it's not bad. It's marinara and pasta with some Italian seasoning. It's not bad. But without those chunks of vegetables and maybe even meat, very plain Jane.
Right, you're missing the meat for sure, aren't
like
you?
if there was chunks of chicken in this, or even beef, I would say, wow, okay.
Or
it kind of goes together, sausage or something.
yeah, Italian sausage in that would really make it a good meal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a step up from like the Wise's pasta the lasagna,
Yeah.
but it's not quite what I was expecting with this, with Packit Gourmet. Let's talk about the price of this. I think price plays into it quite a bit.
For this package here, this is one serving. This costs $8. Now, Susan and I were able to split this perfectly. I would consider this 2 servings.
I do too.
That would be one large serving for one individual.
Yeah, it didn't appear that way before we started cooking it, but that's a lot of pasta to sit down for one person to eat.
And because it's lacking the chunks of this and that, I don't know if I could sit down and eat an entire bag all by myself. This right here is probably more than I really want to eat at one time because there's no variety to it. It's just marinara and pasta. So with that being said, what would you rate this? We use a rating system of spoons, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. What would you rate this?
I think I'm going to give it 5 spoons.
I'm going to give this 4 spoons. And it's not that I really dislike this so much. It's the fact that this really takes quite a bit of work to make. There's a lot of steps to this. It takes a lot of time. As a personal preference for myself, I'm the sort of guy who's like out of the can into the man. Out of the bag into the man.
Right.
I really don't want to go backpacking and have to worry about cooking a big meal, making a big mess. And with this meal here, we have a mess.
We do.
The pot has been scorched a little bit. There's some burnt noodles on the bottom. If I was in the backcountry, that would pose a problem that I would have to solve. Cleaning a pot that has stuck noodles to it in the backcountry is not the easiest thing to do in the entire world. It really depends on your situation, environment, resources, and so on.
Right.
I've been in many situations where I would be funked. And I said funked, not the other word. But
I completely agree with you.
flavor, it's okay. The marinara does seem like it's a fresh, real marinara. It's not like Chef Boyardee. The marinara sauce is really good. I like it.
Yeah.
But this is just so plain Jane, like it's missing chunks of vegetables, like some meat with it. It could be great, but as it stands, it's just like, it's not bad.
Yeah. I could only give it 5 spoons just because I think that the flavor is good. You're not getting a bad pasta meal if you buy this. There's just so much I want to add to it. Or if we were going to go out car camping and I knew that we were going to have this, we would need to have something else and another side.
Yeah.
This just doesn't quite do it for me.
Again, folks, it's not bad. If you're a vegetarian, I think you will like this. But still, you're going to want to add something to it. Like, this is just too much pasta and marinara. It's too plain Jane to sit here and eat all of it. In my opinion, this is probably one of the most disappointing meals that we've tested out with this series here. Just for the fact of, like, we're getting a taste of what this could be, but it's not what it should be. And I think that's the easiest way to put it. Unfortunately, here with the packaging, carrots, mushrooms, spinach, zucchini, it's listed right there on the front. You look at it, you see little specks of green here and there, but you don't know what it is. A little bit deceptive, in my opinion. Even though it's part of the ingredients, you don't see it. You're not going to taste it.
Right.
So, 4 spoons, 5 spoons from Susie. I do want to say a big thank you to Packit Gourmet for sending this to us. They did send this in so we could try it out. We have a ton of food from that company, which we are going to test out here with Campers Cafe. Of course, you guys get the straight deal from us. We're going to be honest with every review that we do. This channel is 100% agenda free. Because of the series, you guys see what works, what doesn't work, what's difficult, what's not so good, what you need to do to improve it. So on that note, strength and honor, guys. See you guys around.
Bye.
Bye. The flavor's not bad. It's like it has a really good base. The marinara is excellent in my opinion. The noodles are pretty good. The seasoning's good. It's just lacking everything else. It's boring. It doesn't need to be so boring.
They need to take that sausage from that polenta meal and throw it in here.
No, I could see it even working with like chicken. Like a chicken spaghetti.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be different.